just wrapped up in the George Zimmerman trial. Now the state is preparing to give its rebuttal. We'll take you inside the courtroom.
Scattered showers and thunderstorms began early this morning and we'll continue to see some this afternoon. Rain chances could be on the rise for today, but will it continue into this weekend?
And right now, students and civil rights leaders are gathered on the steps of the old Florida Capitol protesting a recent Supreme Court ruling. We have a live report from the No Voice, No Vote rally.
Live from the WTXL studios, this is ABC 27's News at Noon.
Good afternoon, I'm Abby Maurer. Well, just minutes ago, the defense wrapped up their closing arguments in the George Zimmerman second-degree murder trial. Complete silence from everyone else in the courtroom on the case being closely watched around the country. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez continues our coverage with the very latest from Sanford, Florida.
No fireworks today. Defense attorney Mark O'Mara calmly wrapping up his case for the jury of 6 women.
Innocence. Pure, unadulterated innocence.
Leaving the courtroom in silence for 4 straight minutes. Raising questions about the time that lapsed between George Zimmerman telling police Trayvon Martin was running and their confrontation.
Do you have a doubt as to what happened and what Trayvon Martin was doing and what he must have been thinking for 4 minutes?
The defense using this computer animation to try to demonstrate instead of using the time to run home, Martin attacked Zimmerman.
There's the shot to the nose.
Leaving the former neighborhood watch volunteer with no choice but to shoot. The defense's method, a stark contrast to the animated and fiery.
Why does this defendant get out of the car if he thinks that Trayvon Martin is a threat to him? Why? Why? Because he's got a gun. He's got the equalizer.
Closing arguments presented by the state yesterday as they tried to convince the jury Zimmerman targeted the 17-year-old. The defense saying prosecutors failed at proving their case.
This is their burden. They have to take away reasonable doubt, and they just didn't.
And now after the state presents their rebuttal, the jury will be given their instructions and begin deliberations. They'll have 3 choices: acquit George Zimmerman, convict him of manslaughter, or second-degree murder. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, Sanford, Florida.
And we here at WTXL ABC 27 are watching every minute of this trial, and we'll bring you the very latest on air and online at WTXL.tv. Leon County deputies arrest 3 people in a heroin investigation. They are 62-year-old William Markham, 43-year-old Kenneth Reed, and 44-year-old Jennifer Williams. LCSO's Vice Unit arrested the trio Thursday following a month-long undercover drug sales investigation. During this investigation, detectives say they seized 22 individual packages containing heroin. Markham and Reed are behind bars this hour. Williams was given a notice to appear. We'll have much more on the story tonight on the news at 5. And happening right now, students are protesting at the Florida Capitol. It's over the Supreme Court decision to roll back parts of the 1965 Voting Rights Act. WTXL ABC 27's Rockman Johnson joined us now live from the No Voice, No Vote rally. And Rockman, what's going on right now?
Abby, thanks so much. And we're right here at the historic Florida Capitol. Students from Florida A&M University, Florida State, and as well as Tallahassee Community College came together for a No Voice, No Vote rally. It was raining this morning. They walked all the way from the convention center over to request a meeting with the governor. And we're still here right now. And one of the organizers, Eugene Butler, is here with us. Gene, how are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Doing well. And the rain almost rained you out, but tell me about a turnout today. What did you think about the turnout? It's kind of winding down now, but what did you think about the turnout?
You know, with the turnout, people didn't expect us to have this turnout on a bright, hot, and sunny day in the summer, and we got it with a threatening of a downpour. That really shows the resilience of our students and how much they are committed to coming out, even on a Friday during the summer.
Any word from the governor?
We haven't heard from the governor yet. We just made a request to meet with him. We know our governor is a busy man, and we are going to definitely give him time to respond to us. We are more than hopeful and more than excited that he'll be more than willing to come and meet with us.
Eugene, thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you.
And the students say they're going to continue their fight to ensure that the parts of the Voting Rights Act that were gutted after the Supreme Court decision just weeks ago, they say they're going to talk to their representatives. The students at FSU at the Senate passed a resolution to talk to all of the members from the Florida delegation to see what they can do to make changes in those laws. Now, we'll be following the story and have an even more in-depth part of how the students went about putting this rally together and what they say are the next steps in making a difference in the No Vote, No Voice campaign. You can find that out with me on the news at 5:30. Until then, though, I'm Rockman Johnson, live at the Florida Capitol for WTXL ABC 27, dedicated to you.
Thanks, Rockman. As he mentioned, they had to deal with some rain this morning. A lot of areas did. We're seeing even more clouds and some rain this afternoon.
More clouds and rain expected, so having an umbrella on hand is a good idea. A quick look at our radar shows just how scattered this rain really is. So far, not too much lightning strikes. Most of the lightning is actually more over to Gainesville over the I-75 corridor. For Leon County, Wakulla County, and parts of Liberty and Franklin County, they are still starting to get some of that shower activity occurring. We still have some cloudy skies overhead. Just to the west of it, though, clear, no rainfall so far. This is an area of some lower pressure, which just helps have some unstable air and also will just help pop up those showers and storms. We'll see some more of that later on, but because those areas did see some of that rain, they are a little bit cooler than others. 79 degrees in Tallahassee, 77 in Perry. These are the areas where they did see rain. Further to the west, where it was not raining as much, in the mid-80s already. Some regions will continue to warm up if they do not see that rainfall, but if you do see that rainfall, high temperatures could only peak out in the lower 80s. Will warm up into the mid to upper 80s this afternoon, and by 7 p.m. in those lower 80s again. Abby?
Thanks, Brittany. Right now, cleanup continues at the San Francisco airport after the crash of Asiana Flight 214. But as Karen Travers reports, the investigation is far from over.
Crews are continuing to remove debris from the crash scene of Asiana Flight 214, a difficult and possibly dangerous task. Overnight, smoke started billowing out of the wreckage just moments after crews used a sling to lift up the plane's fuselage. Last night, airport officials warned the cleanup could be challenging.
We expect that there's going to be a lot of hazardous materials, jet fuel.
The wreckage will soon be moved to a secure location where investigators will pour through it to search for more clues. So far, the federal investigation has not found any problems with the engines or flight controls. And the pilot who was landing Asiana Flight 214 told investigators that a flash of light he saw right before the landing did not impair his vision. We're getting a better picture of what the plane looked like right after the crash. First responders told the NTSB that in the front of the cabin,
the seats in that section of the aircraft were almost pristine. He said it looked like if you just fluffed the pillows a little bit, you could turn the airplane around and it could go out for its next flight.
But the back of the plane was ripped apart, and most of the injuries occurred there. Passengers on the tarmac who called 911 were frustrated with the speed of the medical response.
There are people injured on the tarmac, seriously injured. There's no ambulance.
The fire department says 17 units were at the scene or on their way within 18 minutes. But aviation experts said it's not surprising the ambulances were delayed.
No airport keeps that many ambulances on hand and at the ready.
Crews have started to repave the damaged runway, and it's expected to reopen by Sunday. Karen Travers, ABC News, Washington.
And new safety measures are already being put into place to prevent future events like the Asiana crash. The FAA will now require co-pilots to have 1,500 hours of experience. That's instead of the previously required 250. And U.S. Airways a step closer to a merger with American Airlines parent. We've got the latest in the Bloomberg Midday Report. And stocks are soaring on the heels of some recent announcements about government stimulus. We'll take a look at what's causing the surge and whether it can last. Plus, the Senate gathers bipartisan support for a deal on student loans. For students facing the doubled interest rates, help could be on the way.
Nature has the power to take our beautiful weather and turn it into complete chaos. Hurricanes, floods, tornadoes, real threats that can destroy homes, businesses, and ultimately take lives. Don't be caught off guard, be proactive, and keep your family safe. The ABC 27 Storm Team Severe Weather Guide has all the information you need to be prepared before and after the storm. Download this free guide at WTXL.tv. And when severe weather threatens, trust the storm team to keep you updated.
At SafeTouch, we are the security experts. We will install a professional system with 8 openings, 2 remote panic buttons, and our 2-way verify response. And you don't even have to have a phone line or cable.
New alarm systems installed for $0 down and just $29.95 a month.
Introducing great value from Assurance Wireless, a lifeline assistance program. With our free talk and text plan, eligible households in Florida receive a free cell phone, 250 free voice minutes, plus 250 free text each month.
Now that I have Assurance, I can talk and text with no worries.
And if you need more, our $30 unlimited talk, text, and web plan offers a free phone plus unlimited minutes, text, and web for just $30 a month. Our plans are the best value among major Lifeline programs. Each plan provides nationwide coverage and these calling features.
With Assurance, I can keep in touch at home or on the go.
You may qualify if you're on Medicaid, food stamps, or certain other public assistance programs. Call now to see if you qualify for the best calling plans ever from Assurance Wireless.
Call 1-800-375-5017 or visit assurancewireless.com. That's 1-800-375-5017. 1-800-375-5017. Call today.
Who doesn't want to save money in these times? At SafeTouch, our high-speed internet monitoring is reliable, fast, and does not require a phone line. Call SafeTouch today and ask how you can save up to $500 or more on your current monitoring.
Titan Doppler Radar is sponsored by Kraft Nissan.
A Republican legislator is calling for a new probe into whether 6 state legislators are breaking the law requiring state legislators to live in their districts. Senator Jack Latvala of Palm Harbor wrote a letter to Governor Scott asking for an inquiry into the matter. Among others, the letter calls into question whether Senator Maria Sachs of Delray Beach meets the residency requirements. A spokesperson for Senate President Don Gates says the letter and its allegations are currently under review. The U.S. House passed a farm bill yesterday without an extension of food stamps. The final vote in the Republican-controlled chamber fell along party lines at 216 to 208. The Democratic-led Senate previously passed its own version of that measure that included renewed food stamp assistance for low-income Americans. But conservatives say the measure costs too much. The White House has issued a veto threat over the bill that passed the House. House Republicans say they plan to vote on separate legislation covering food stamps at a later date. And a federal judge has ruled that citizens can legally carry firearms in post office parking lots. The case stems from a lawsuit filed by a Colorado man who was not allowed to carry his gun in his car into the public parking lot at his local post office. The judge ruled that while post offices were sensitive places, USPS attorneys did not show enough evidence to justify the gun ban. It is still illegal, though, to carry a firearm inside a post office. 50 men and women of the Florida National Guard deployed from Jacksonville yesterday, the 100th deployment since 9/11. The Guard held a ceremony in Stark to commemorate the occasion. The deployment comes at a time when the Florida National Guard is experiencing sequestration cuts. The furlough is not expected to affect troops overseas, but it will have a residual impact on the readiness of life-saving equipment and the ability to train the force for emergencies. Let's check back in now with forecaster Brittany Beatty. Brittany, we're all looking forward to the weekend, but could it be a wet one for us?
It could be. When you woke up this morning, you may have seen some gray skies overhead, and a quick look at Napleton Infinity Tower Cam atop the DoubleTree Hotel shows a few areas of blue skies, but we could still have some rain in store this weekend. I'll have your rain chances for today and the rest of the weekend right here at ABC 27 News at Noon.
Attention Tallahassee, all retail pricing has been suspended at Legacy Toyota. It's Legacy Toyota's 10th anniversary celebration and Toyota's Big One sales event. So you're getting what may be one of our best offers in the last 10 years because you will not pay retail for your new Toyota. Get MVP Club benefits, our 250,000-mile warranty, and all retail pricing has been suspended during the 10th anniversary celebration of
Legacy Toyota. You're gonna love this place.
Time to play the game. Time to play the game.
We are non-attorney spokespersons. Have you been denied your Social Security disability benefits? Do you need those benefits? Attorney Ken Nugent's office can help. 1-800-536-8300. Don't delay. Call today.
Have you been denied your Social Security? Ken Nugent's office may be able to cut through the red tape to help you. Call attorney Ken Nugent's office at 1-800-536-8300.
If you've been denied your Social Security disability benefits, one call, that's all.
This Saturday from 11 to 3, Dale Jr. Buick GMC Cadillac will donate $100 to Pop Warner Little Scholars for every vehicle sold.
Cadillac SRX just $389. CTS Coupe just $299. XTS just $399.
Former Seminole and Big Bend Pop Warner President Corey Simon hosts free food and games. Register your kids for Pop Warner League this Saturday.
Deal with people you know, like, and trust.
Dale Jr. Buick GMC Cadillac.
A new report released today shows the housing market making a comeback. The report comes from real estate website RealtyTrack Inc. It finds lenders initiated the foreclosure process on just over 57,000 homes last month, the lowest level for any month in 7.5 years. One expert predicts that the number of foreclosures is falling so quickly that the housing market could be fully recovered before the end of the year. The Senate continues hammering away at legislation to control the interest rate on subsidized Stafford loans. A bipartisan group of senators has a plan that would tie interest rates to those on the 10-year U.S. Treasury note. Students would pay the rate on that note about 2.6 today, and then a fixed percentage on top of that. It's similar to a plan the House passed in May. The big difference is the Senate plan would put a cap on how high the rates could go. And stocks are also soaring after new indications that the government will continue its economic stimulus programs. Lana Zach has the latest.
As the bells chime to open the market today, Wall Street is riding high. The Dow and S&P 500 bounding beyond all-time records. Stocks up, gold up, bonds up. Good news for you and your 401k. The Dow is already up almost 20% this year. If you put 10 grand in stocks in January, you'd already have made a $2,000 profit. Many are crediting this man, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke, with fueling the economic surge.
Highly accommodative monetary policy for the foreseeable future is what's needed in the U.S. economy.
Translated, that means the Fed will keep stimulating the economy. But as much as Wall Street is celebrating, the picture on your street probably isn't as festive. Those historically low mortgage rates are on the rise, up about 1%, which may not sound like that much, but over the course of a 30-year loan, that house will end up costing you about 10% more.
Keep your eye on mortgages because they're contracting sharply already with just kind of higher rates. If we see a real move higher in the 30-year, no one's going to be buying a house.
So American families like the Handlers are now moving at double speed to purchase a home before rates go any higher.
We were taking our time and now we're kind of under the gun.
Also hitting your pocketbook, gas prices. After dropping for nearly a month, they're expected to rise by 20 cents a gallon in the next 2 weeks. Expect that this will take another $200 out of your wallet. Lana Zach, ABC News, New York.
And also going up, our chances of seeing some rain.
Yes, today and in throughout the weekend, so an umbrella is a good idea if you have any outdoor plans. That rain is very scattered, though, and we did see that as early as right before sunrise. And a quick look at our radar will show just how scattered that is throughout a majority of that rainfall now into our eastern counties throughout the Big Bend region. Also, parts of Leon County still seeing some of that scattered shower and thunderstorm activity, but you did see out at downtown, not raining anymore. And just along the Big Bend, lots of scattered shower activity. We'll expect to see some more of that later on throughout the day. And areas that did see that rain are slightly cooler than areas that did not or have not seen it for a while. So Tallahassee's at 79 degrees, Perry 77, and Cross City at 74 degrees, significantly cooler than Bainbridge, Georgia, where they're at a warm 86 degrees, and out in Mariana, 86 degrees as well. So those rain-cooled regions may continue to see some more rain throughout the day, just similar to what we saw yesterday, in an area of some unsettled air right over our region has really helped increase our chances of getting some shower and thunderstorm development, especially during our morning hours. And that is going to continue making its way further to the east throughout the day as these winds come in from the southwest. Those winds are coming in from the southwest, pushing that Gulf moisture on shore, and we'll see some more of that later on throughout the day. That will help bump up our rain chances, but an area of low pressure along with a frontal system slowly pushing through our region is also helping increase our rain chances and firing off some showers and thunderstorms throughout the day and into the evening hours. And that frontal system will start to stall out and just linger over our region this weekend, and that is what has been increasing our rain chances into the weekend as well. Here's a quick look at where you can expect that rainfall to occur by the afternoon hours, mostly in our southeastern counties throughout Taylor, Dixie, Lafayette counties, and pushing further to the east, and that's what we will see. Other than that, cloud cover by 11 p.m. and those rain chances will start to decrease, but they'll be back by tomorrow. Beach and boating, if you are going out, scattered showers and thunderstorms like I mentioned earlier. All along the coast they had that rainfall on the radar. UV index only at 5 though, just due to that increased cloud cover from that rainfall and that shower and storm activity. This afternoon we'll be up at 88 degrees if we even reach there. Once that rain holds off, we would be able to warm up throughout the rest of the day. An 80% chance of seeing more scattered showers and thunderstorms, and that rain chance will stick around throughout the weekend, only at a 60% chance though, under some partly cloudy and partly sunny skies. High temperatures will only be in the upper 80s to the lower 90s just due to some cloud cover and that increased rain chance.
Any hours that'll be good to get outdoors this weekend?
Your best bet would be usually in the morning hours. By the afternoon time, those winds start coming in from the southwest and really push into more shower and thunderstorm activity on shore.
Okay, so morning plans outdoors. Thanks, Brittany. Well, Greg Angel joins us now live in the newsroom with a look at what stories we're working on for tonight. Greg?
Hey, Abby. Well, Brittany was just talking about rain chances going up, and very soon gas prices could also be going up, but not talking about just the price at the pump, talking about a new tax being proposed. Plus, Valdosta city leaders hoping voters will consider helping to foot the bill for major repairs needed at a wastewater treatment plant. Stories from Valdosta, Tallahassee, and your town coming up tonight on WTXL ABC 27 News at 5.
And we've got the latest in business news here on the News at Noon.
You again?
Hey!
This is my 7th disconnect today. Look.
Oh, that's rough.
Mediacom's just so much faster than our DSL.
Like up to 70 times faster than your DSL.
I know, it's better for streaming, gaming, keeping the whole family online.
Well, it makes sense why people are switching.
Yeah, this is my mom's house.
Ouch.
When it comes to getting more speed, the choice is clear. Always faster internet from Mediacom.
Tired of calls, levies, and liens from the IRS or hiring others who don't get the job done? Call Wall & Associates and you'll never talk to the IRS again. We have the professionals who know how to solve tax problems. If you owe money to the IRS, your tax problems are not going away by themselves. Call Wall & Associates right now to speak with a professional tax relief agent.
Call Wall & Associates now at 850-692-2294.
So you used the wrong flea killer. But then why is he the one in the doghouse? Don't blame him. Instead, rely on the #1 choice of vets for their pets, Frontline Plus. The killing force of Frontline Plus uses 2 ingredients, one to kill adult fleas and ticks, plus another to kill flea eggs and larvae, destroying the future generations of fleas. And it keeps fighting for a full 30 days. Ask your vet about Frontline Plus. Accept nothing less.
Keeping our water clean is good for all of us. When we each do our part, amazing things can happen, and they can happen right in your own yard. A beautiful and easy-to-build rain garden is a great place to start. Learn how at tapwater.org. Tap. Every drop you lose, nature finds.
Every day we're working to be an even better company and to keep our commitments. And we've made a big commitment to America. BP supports nearly 250,000 jobs here. Through all of our energy operations, we invest more in the U.S. than any other place in the world. In fact, we've invested over $55 billion here in the last 5 years, making BP America's largest energy investor. Our commitment has never been stronger.
One industry where workers can have an especially tough time with childcare options, and 2 carriers fly closer to a merger. Jane King has more in the Bloomberg Midday Report.
U.S. Airways a step closer to its merger with American Airlines parent. Its shareholders approved the move at a meeting today, though the bankruptcy court overseeing AMR's reorganization and the Justice Department have yet to sign off on the deal. Well, arranging childcare is always a challenge, while mothers working in restaurants have an especially tough time. That's what a report from the Restaurant Opportunity Centers United says, citing low pay, few benefits, and unpredictable schedules. All right, you know all the attention the Sandra Bullock, Melissa McCarthy movie, The Heat's getting. Well, that's in part because it's a rare blockbuster targeted at women. Female viewers make up 51% of the movie-going public in the U.S., but women make up only 9% of directors, 15% of writers, and just a quarter of Hollywood producers. And according to an annual analysis of the 100 top grossing films done by the Annenberg School for Communication and Journalism, the percentage of female characters last year fell to a 5-year low of 28%. At the New York Stock Exchange, I'm Jane King with the Bloomberg Midday Report.
At SafeTouch, we are the security experts. We will install a professional system with 8 openings, 2 remote panic buttons, and our 2-way verified response. And you don't even have to have a phone line or cable.
New alarm systems installed for $0 down and just $29.95 a month.
You love to cook. Now is the time to turn your passion into a career at Kaiser University's Center for Culinary Arts. Learn classic techniques and the latest trends. Enjoy a hands-on experience in a modern kitchen, training alongside certified chefs in the art of cooking. Prepare for your future now by calling Kaiser University at 877-746-7876.
Need cash? Need it in an instant? Then you need Instaloan. Instaloan is quicker than a locomotive, faster than a speeding bullet. Instaloan is Insta-fast. Instaloan offers personal loans and loans on your car, even if you're still making payments. Instaloan, it's Insta-easy. Instaloan accepts any credit, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Get up to $3,000 with Instaloan. If it's Insta-fast, if it's Insta-easy, it must be Instaloan.
For the last 11 years, our brave men and women have been at war in the Middle East. Many have come back with life-altering injuries, both physical and mental. At Morgan & Morgan, we have a section devoted to serving our veterans and helping them with their VA claims. The process is complicated and many are denied. If you've been denied VA benefits, visit forthepeople.com for answers to your questions. Morgan & Morgan, serving our veterans.
Who doesn't want to save money in these times? At SafeTouch, our high-speed internet monitoring is reliable, fast, and does not require a phone line. Call SafeTouch today and ask how you can save up to $500 or more on your current monitoring.
Skycam brought to you by Napleton Infinity, home of the 289 Infinity.
And if you are planning on going out this afternoon or into the evening hours, especially if you're in our eastern counties, you will need that umbrella. An 80% chance of rain, but most regions will still heat up into the upper 80s. Areas that do see more of that rainfall, though, may only reach the lower to mid 80s just due to that increased rainfall and cloud cover. But those rain chances will stick around throughout the weekend, so have that umbrella at hand even into the next work week, where those rain chances around 40 to 50%, highs in the upper 80s to the lower 90s.
At least we're not seeing the mid to upper 90s.
Yeah,
you know?
those are unbearable.
Because we are pretty much in the middle of July already.
Yes.
Thanks for joining us for News at Noon. Join us back here tonight on the News at 5. Have a great weekend, everyone.
A business renaissance is taking place in America, all driven by new technologies. Companies are creating new ways to produce goods and deliver services. And to meet this challenge, we'll take a new kind of worker, a tech-savvy team player. So you ask yourself, how can I get started? That's when you should start thinking about ITT Technical Institute, where you'll have the opportunity to learn the practical, hands-on skills and knowledge employers are looking for. But don't take my word for it. Fact is, more than 14,000 companies have hired our grads in the last 2 years. Choose the right school, one that can help you get hired. At ITT Tech, we're helping students build their careers because we believe in them. It's a new playing field out there. Be part of it.
Scholarships and financial aid are available for students who qualify. To find out more, call 1-800-ITT-TECH or visit us on the web. ITT Technical Institute. Education for the future.
Did you wake up feeling tired and grumpy this morning? Is your mattress worn out and no longer comfortable? See the new Sealy mattresses designed in conjunction with orthopedic doctors to eliminate your tossing and turning at night. At the Sleep Gallery, you'll find futons, bunk beds, day beds, and adjustable beds. For the best service and selection, shop the Sleep Gallery. Choose wisely, shop easily, and sleep soundly on your new Sealy Posturepedic. It's made for sleep. It's a Sealy. The Sleep Gallery, 711 North Monroe Street, or online at www.thesleepgallery.com.